Hello YouTube and welcome back to Castle of Random. It's me once again, Random. As you can see, we are in a new apartment, as I previously stated. We've switched locations, hence we have a new background. We have ladder, we have the poster, which is slightly tilting and very close to falling off maybe, so I should probably take a look at it. And we have a window now, so that's nice. Also, there's a few jibber jabbers there, like a toolbox, as you can see, for work because you have to. And we have I don't know if you can let me try it. Nope, that's the chair. Anyway, we have a gym at the back, like a little bench with dumbbells, but it is what it is. Nobody really cares about that anyway. So we need to talk about something that happened a while ago in YouTube terms is ancient history, but we need to talk about something that happened fairly, I guess, 2 weeks ago, week ago, I'm not sure. Cue about a week ago meme. If you're old, you know what I'm talking about. And that what I'm talking about is CEO. So CEO 2026 happened. A lot of things, a lot of upsets, a lot of unexpected things, and I didn't really had a chance to cover since I was moving and I wanted to cover it, but here we are. We're gonna make a short little breakdown of it. I'm gonna try to compress what I really was interested in about in one video, short as possible. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. The topics that we'll be talking about is specifically Street Fighter, Avatar, and Tokon. So yep, buckle up. We're gonna have a good one. So let's jump right into it. Okay, and off the bat we have Street Fighter 6. So for Street Fighter 6, this CEO, there was few things that happened. First and foremost is, as you can see, Tokido winning the whole thing was rocking JP, which was super unexpected, and at least to me it was a very unexpected surprise, and actually a good one in a sense, because he really cooked to say with JP. I mean, he was under the guidance of Kakeru, if I'm not mistaken. That's the guy that basically kind of trained him in the JP mannerisms and whatnots, the combos and all that good stuff. But it was really a nice showcase of JP from Tokido's side. Also, there was the matches was good overall from what I saw and what I was able to process basically. Jaime had a great showing. He's a young, up-and-coming Street Fighter player, so it's not like he's unknown, but he's definitely still on the lesser side still, if you ask me, in my opinion, compared to like the types of Bruce Lee and whatnot. But he did showcase his view, and he had a great showing too, if I'm honest. Like, he had a very nice kind of, again, he's young, he has way yet time ahead of him to get better at the game and whatnot, and master and all that stuff. But given that he results, it's becoming a time in Street Fighter 6 where slowly but surely the younger generation is kind of taking over. And maybe even overall, fighting games. I mean, there's still people in the, old heads like Xiaohai that's still dominating, and there's others. I mean, you can't call them like old, but you have still Justin Wong is still competing in tournaments. So if you can count them, if you can say they're old, I guess. But there's still people that on the older generation that hold down the line. But younger generations are slowly coming, and they're starting to take over that stuff. So it is what it is. But like I said, Jaime, very good show on his side. Blas was interesting because Blas was one of the younger people, is also one of the younger people that was kind of favored to win the whole thing, but unfortunately he didn't. He dropped off. I mean, he still had a very high up placement, but he was not as high as people kind of pegged him for, or they were hoping to get. He did had a good showcase. Also, the thing that was unexpected, at least for me, was that he had a Jamie. I never really saw Blast playing Jamie. I mean, we also had Aziz on the Jamie. I mean, he's already well known when you're watching TNS. But Jamie was an unexpected thing. I know Blast is like 99.9% in my eyes, at least rocking the view, so this was definitely something that I was like, okay, we have this now, so that's fun. But hey, welcome change. Again, his JP was not sorry JP. His Jamie was not bad at all. He was actually doing very good. It's just that unfortunately, you know, he didn't play as high as he could have.
Double palms. He's got drive rush as well.
But he won against Jaime, so that's nice. Then we had against Tokido versus Boostly. No, sorry, it was Laz against Mickey. Never mind. I'm talking gibberish. I'm saying one thing and I'm talking about something else. Long story short, like I said, also a thing that I forgot to mention is, yep, this is the last match. While we're talking about this, I'm gonna let this rock in the background. One thing that was very unexpected is Punk is no longer with FlyQuest, so that came as a surprise to me in regards to, not because Punk is moving sponsors or he is kind of quitting the sponsorship deal with or the partnership with FlyQuest. It's more so like in the sense of what will be Punk's next ordeal. Is he gonna be focusing more on being like a content creator, or he's gonna be focusing more on tournaments? He wants to step back, maybe he wants to recalibrate some things. I don't know. Whatever he is, the fact is, Punk is not the type of person that necessarily needs to show himself anymore or prove his worth in the competitive scene, at least because he has already won many stuff. He's won EVO, and he has his name solidified. I mean, he's one of those people that can just pick up any game and be better than 90% of the population because he fucking can. He's one of those people that are like prodigy and those stuff. But hey, time will tell. I guess it's gonna be interesting to see regardless. I don't think he's gonna be quitting completely anytime soon, but definitely it is an interesting kind of, you know, move where you're kind of scratching your head a little bit to see, this is kind of, I don't know what's gonna happen, you know. And again, Tokido, just to finish it off, he did so good. Again, the perfect against Boostly in the decisive match. I mean, you're losing level 3. Basically going with no meter, so disadvantaged, and I mean, it was just unfortunate. Tokido really showcased, I guess with the right guidance, anyone can make any character, and I mean, look at those conversions, man. He was doing the most, definitely. And also, one noteworthy mention is the guy in Street Fighter that was yelling at that one other guy. I forgot what was the name, but basically he was super obnoxious, the kind of in your face. You know, he won, he's talking his shit, and then the guy got pushed because he was, you know, super in your face. Like, I mean, there are some certain boundaries that you can't really cross, but he kind of crossed them a little bit. Again, he didn't really got smacked. Some people would have probably, but you know, at the end of the day, he's restrained. You know, it's the heat of the moment. Sometimes people just do stuff that's out of their kind of adrenaline and whatnot. So it wasn't really ill-mannered in a sense. So it wasn't really a cause for, you know, to get physical or something like that. Anyway, now moving on to Avatar.
Let's do it.
And Avatar Legends. I mean, what can I say for this tournament besides that this tournament was awesome to watch? I mean, this game is so great to watch,
I think the Miss is a great job,
and
actually.
ironically,
what
I want to talk about this game the most is these two people in this kind of recording right now at the moment. Excalibur Blade is the guy that won the first Avatar tournament. And still is one of the guys that was really very good, at least in my opinion, and he actually caught my attention quite a lot because the one thing that I have for this tournament is I think there was again, it's with any game is kind of like that, but the thing is, at least what I was expecting is a bit more diversity in the sense of I saw just the characters that were most prominent was here, Korra, and Azula, and Kyoshi. Those were the 4 characters that we saw all throughout the tournament. The only one that was very placed high up and did quite a great job and kind of playing
spends the meter,
was still on Katara. I mean, his gameplay, as you can see, he was very smooth with it. I really liked watching him, man. He did such a great job. I mean, no disrespect to Excalibur, but you know, this was Katara was the more hyped kind of character for me. I mean, look at this combo, man. The setups and all that with the ice spikes and the kind of the side steps and all that. This character was actually, it made me kind of think maybe if I should kind of pick up Katara, you know, in the future, maybe when I get a bit better at the game. Because again, I still haven't done the trials, at least because I was moving, so I know there's like master stuff there, and I'll be doing those in the upcoming video. So
Yeah, this is also a hard knockdown on the
hopefully
ground
you'll
as well
stick
too,
around
right?
for
So
that,
it
to
sets
watch
it
that,
up.
me
Nice, I like
me
using
failing
the
like
flow
for
to
that
escape
for the
the
last
snares,
like
hitting
50
the
minutes.
homies, that's mean.
But anyway, that's kind of what we're going to be doing
No police.
in the future.
Just watch it, just
But
wait
this
to
is kind of
come.
what I
Got
wanted
the
to
combo
talk about.
starter.
Avatar,
GG.
great game to watch.
Yeah.
Love the fast pace. I don't
God.
think it's gonna be going away anytime soon, unlike
X?
2XKO
Holy
or
crap.
Invincible
Oh my
Versus,
God,
which,
hold on, super hard
as we know
knockdown.
from the previous
That might have
video,
given
kind
him
of
a chance
share
to
a very
survive.
similar
Oh, I
and
love that. He thought he was gonna float, trying to
dreary
get the counter hit for the critical and the
future
throw.
ahead of them
Doesn't fall
because
for it. Back in the nooch. What's gonna do?
2XKO is basically dead, and Invincible made off
Let's get some
75% of the
Okay.
people, so
Shooter, throw the fireball,
Hey,
throw the
man.
icicle. Oh
I don't
my
think
God,
Avatar will
that
be
was
super
that's a
big
foul.
as a game in any way,
Okay.
but it's gonna be well loved and watched in the upcoming years regardless, because again, even if you have a full roster like 2XKO, if you come out the gate super bad, then it's gonna be
Fire
it's
sequence
gonna
from
happen
both
what
sides.
it's gonna happen.
Playing
I mean, we
back,
talked
that's
about it
Avatar
anyway.
Legends, the fighting
But
game right there.
Avatar, great game, great to
revenge,
watch.
baby.
Stick around, we're gonna be
Heavy
doing more
overhead
Avatar
works, a
Legends
little bit of
content in
damage
the
into some
upcoming,
pressure, get off me, but that
videos.
won't.
And last but not least, we have to talk about
blood,
Marvel
Sonic Fox.
Pokemon. I mean, what's there to say besides Sonic Fox basically won the tournament, as we know, and he was talking a lot of shit, as we know, and he usually does. The reason why people was kind
I feel like most people
of
use both,
split
possibly.
in this was because two things.
I
I mean, Sonic Fox is a shit talker, and we already know that. He's also a great fighting game player, as we can see it. And the reason why is because basically before this whole tournament, overall, Sonic Fox was very vocal about him not really liking Marvel Pokemon and how it looks and how it feels and whatnot. He was just really not into what the game kind of at the moment. And I think there was something regarding the devs came out after the tournament saying they're going to make some changes, there's going to be some things. But again, time will tell. I'm not sure. Maybe you can fact check me. I'm not 100%,
there it is.
on that. So anyway.
Oh, okay, using the meter
But
right there.
he was talking shit, and basically that's the reason why people
I wonder why there was no wall
was
spike
kind of
there.
ooh with the happy birthday, man. Yeah, I
that the whole
forgot about
squad?
that. This was
That's
crazy.
3 people.
That might be 3 people.
People were very upset because again he was talking shit prior to the game that it sucks, and then he goes on to win, and he said basically when let pros talk, when I say something I mean it, and yada 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 basically, and then people were like split because just because you're a pro player, that doesn't mean your opinion is more valued than the rest of the other players or the majority of the players. But again, it's Sonic Fox. The more better a player is, the more eyes on the game, and it brings more hype, and like it's a trade-off system that a lot of people kind of confuse. But it is what it is.
And we
The fact
side switch as
stays
well,
that
too.
Sonic Fox is a great fighting game player. I mean, he's gonna still be talking shit regardless.
Take a
And
breather.
as you can see, his kind of win after the reset was pretty convincing. He did a reset into the tree. Oh, and I mean, come on, he was just wilding, man. Green Goblin and Spider-Man are basically super annoying to play against. Especially Green Goblin, he has a lot of mobility. He has setup mix-ups. He has the glider, which is super annoying to deal with. I mean, look at that shit, and his damage is quite great, and the projectiles, which are super annoying to deal with as well. I mean, again, the only gripe that I have with this game is it's not available in my region. I have no idea why the fuck not. I don't know why they did such a kind of selective
cross up or what? No, keep the same. Try to bait the
rollout
counter here.
that some people get to play the game and others don't because of geography, but I don't know why. Maybe it's the servers or whatnot. So hopefully they will have that ready to go in the very near future. Otherwise, I'll be strongly hating on this game moving forward. But anyway, for now, we're gonna keep our mouth shut and say this game is good. The tournament was great. The matches, what I saw was awesome. Again, Justin Wong was also competing. I think he came out as he was also like 20 something, if I'm not mistaken. And I mean, Sonic Fox was also competing in Avatar and other games. So hey, it just goes to show. Anyway, that's gonna be the end for this video. I think I talked long enough. I mean, 15 minutes are more than enough to talk about 3 games, about stuff that already happened and get your thought across. So that's gonna be it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you did. And stick around, there's gonna be more stuff. I know I was a little bit dormant for a little bit because again, doing stuff. Now, hopefully, I have more time. I can do more stuff. So stick around. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff in the upcoming weeks. So stick around for it. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, till next time, I guess.